Beauty Diaries.
Hello and welcome to Beauty Diaries. I am Namuri Edoemioya. Today we'll be talking about home fragrance. How well do you know about home fragrance? Now, home fragrance is one of the most important areas of interior design, an essential finishing touch to any room. Scented candles, reed, diffusers, and the many more other ways to perfume your home have become increasingly prevalent in recent years. The increase in demand for the later half of the 20th century can at times make home fragrance appear a relatively new invention. However, the industry is thought to actually date back over 5,000 years. Home fragrance and perfume has historically gone hand in hand. However, one of the first recorded uses of fragrance was to perfume the air rather than the body. Around 3000 BC, Egyptian priests became the world's first perfumers by using aromatic raisins to mask the smell of sacrificial offerings. Ancient perfume and home fragrance use is frequently described as having a spiritual link. In Egypt at this time, it was believed the scents will connect people to gods. The luxury home fragrance industry has accelerated in the years since, with a strong return to handmade products and natural ingredients. Now we have diffusers, candles, reed with the diffusers, so many. So on the program today, we'll be talking about home fragrance, different types, health benefits, and a lot more. You're welcome once again to Beauty Diaries. We'll be back after this break to meet our guest.
Beauty Diaries.
You're welcome back. I hope you are well informed about the history of home scents that I have brought to you earlier. Now with me on the program today is a fragrance chemist. She's a collector, and when you get to know more about her, you know how important it is to have that lovely smell in your home, wherever you are in your office. With me on the program is Ijeoma Ozurumba. Ijeoma, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much,
Namure. Thank you so much for your time. I'm glad you've been able to come on the program today.
Thank you.
Sometimes you walk into a home and you're taken aback by the aroma you perceive in the house. And then some other homes you walk in and you feel as if you're in the garden because it smells so nice. Now, let's start with you. Let's get to know you better. Who is a fragrance chemist, and who is Ijeoma?
Okay, I will call myself a fragrance chemist.
Okay.
Because I collect scents. Scents are my passion. I live, love, and do everything with scents. My whole life generally revolves around scents. And then scents have a great deal to do with our moods. I'm sure you know.
Yes, so, I do.
Yeah, so they're just my way of, enjoying life and God's creation, basically. Okay, so a fragrance chemist would be someone that collects scents, loves scents. Yeah.
Now let's talk about scents, because in the prologue earlier we talked about diffusers, candles, air fresheners, and all of that. From your own experience, tell us generally about scents and how you've been able to identify the aromas, where they should be. You walk into an office, okay, this is an office, and the aroma is formal, official.
Yes.
And then you walk into a home and you're in a home.
Yes.
Or you walk into a hotel,
Okay, so there are scents to fit every mood, generally. So there are even scents for depression, for stress relief. Scents also help in body aches and all. A lemon scent for me, any citrus scents generally are my favorites because they're fresh. They also serve as stress reliefs, and their scents are very strong. Like I would use a lemon scent in my kitchen or my dining area because of the food smell. So it has a way of, toning it down or even eliminating it generally. And then for a bedroom, I'll use something like pure candy or mahogany teak wood. It just has a way of setting, the mood, and it's relaxing. They're relaxing. And then for when I want to focus, I burn eucalyptus mint because it helps you focus. It helps your mental well-being and all that. And then I would use lavender, bergamot, orchid, and all that in the living areas because those are fresh. They're welcoming. The ambience is really nice when you use those ones. And for bathrooms, I'll use citrus as well. And I would use diffusers in bathrooms.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, where should I use candles? Where should I use diffusers?
Okay.
If I have the diffusers, why should I have candles?
Okay.
Or why should I have the potpourri and all of that?
When I'm expecting guests at my house, what I would do is probably turn on candles. Doesn't mean I don't have diffusers. I use all of them, even wallflowers and all. But if I'm expecting guests, and then depending on the number of guests, if there are a lot of people, I already have diffusers everywhere in the house. I probably just turn the sticks real quick so that they're fresh and nice. And then I'll still turn on candles just so that, the human odor or smell, scent, whatever it is, doesn't, outcome or overshadow the one in the house. So when you use a mixture of all of them, basically, you just get that scent like on 100 all through instead of, just having diffusers.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll use all of them. All of them.
How about the wardrobe?
Okay.
For clothes?
Yeah. There are actually some products that make wardrobe pouches. Like then like a sachet.
Scentsy, but okay, I'm not supposed to say.
Yeah, exactly. So there are some products that make, scent pouches. You can have unfortunately orange. Anything citrusy for me works because it just keeps them smelling fresh. So whatever fragrance you now put on them just has a way of smelling nice and going better. Lemon normally or citrus is used to neutralize scents.
Yes.
Basically. So I'd rather have a lemon or green apple or sage or anything pepperminty, any minty, kind of
for the wardrobe.
For my wardrobe. And then some people, it also depends on your preference as well. Some people actually like flowery scents, so they will go with maybe rose, they'll go with, orchids, they'll go with bergamots, and then some other people like fruity smells.
Yes,
probably
just like picking perfumes.
Exactly.
There's some that goes with your aura, your sensibilities, and all of that. I was also going to talk about. I'm crazy about spraying my bed sheets and my pillows.
Yes.
And I always use eucalyptus because I just love the relaxing.
Yeah, it is.
Now let's talk about the health benefits of all of this scents.
Yeah.
Some people may think, okay, we've not talked about incense.
Okay.
Burning of incense.
Yes.
And then, just like you have the oud perfumes, do you have it also in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
There's oud in every fragrance. Diffusers, candles, room sprays, fabric sprays. The same fragrances in perfumes are, they just play alongside with scents as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes, with home fragrance, they have similar scents, and all the ranged perfumes have scents. Home fragrances have them as well. Yes,
because like vanilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Now let's talk about the health benefits. Some people just think some oils or essential oils are not good for one's breath, and it's just to clarify, really.
Yeah, no. Essential oils are great actually for the health. They even help with seizures. A lot of people didn't know. I had to, study and be a real lover of scents to know. Scents are not bad at all to the body, or they even help the respiratory organs actually. But then when we talk about scents, we're not saying burn yourself up. Everything should too much of everything. So everything should just have its own you know, time. Like I would burn a candle, a big candle like this. I'll probably burn it for 45 minutes at my first burn.
Yes.
And turn off. But I probably have like 4 or 5 different candles.
Burning all over.
Yes, at the same time. But the scents have to accent, or, you know, have a way of not off here, off there. I just find a way of, you know, if it's fruity, I go all fruity. If it's flowery, I go all flowery. Then if it's oud, I go all out oud.
Well, that's really interesting. I'm sure you've been learning a lot from what we've been saying so far about scents and perfumes, everything to do with the home. We'll be right back after this break. Do stay tuned.
Beauty Diaries.
You're welcome back. We're talking about perfumes, scents for the home, your environment, your office, your bedroom, apart from your body. Now, this smells so nice. It is beautiful. There's just something it does to the senses.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, relaxes you. There are some. Let's talk about luxury scents and, you know, the ordinary ones. Why would I go for a brand name or an expensive product? And there's another one that is cheaper that I can get in the supermarket. What's the difference really?
Okay, so scents are actually luxurious, like they're luxury, if you ask me. But when I say luxury, I mean like luxury for everybody. Everybody deserves scents. There are different ranges of everything, just like jewelries, handbags, you know, in every other sphere of life. Same thing as scents. Some people will just go for brand names. You know, I don't want to mention anyone's, but they'll just go for, you know, really high up brand names just for the names. They might not be as nice as my little, you know, ones, you know.
Yes.
But just because, you know, they already built a name for themselves and all, some people would rather go for the more expensive ones than the cheaper ones. At the end of the day, they might just be the same mixture, same everything. For me, I don't go for brands. I would use anything. I'm passionate. It's my passion, basically. Like, that's the first thing I wake up to. That's once I even see someone, the first thing I'm trying to sniff. You know, trying to sniff. When I go anywhere, I'm trying to sniff.
Yeah.
So I go for scents because I like the fragrance, not because of the brand names or, you know, their prices or anything. No, not at all. I just go for scents. As long as they're good, I'll try the burning. Like if it's a candle, for example, I'll try the burning time. You know, a candle like this size should burn for 64 hours, depending on how often you burn.
Yes.
You know, but if you write it down, which I've tried, you know, it should have burned for 64 hours in total. You know, so I would just check. For me, it's the burning time, you know, how it burns. I don't want it to mushroom, you know, where the sticks or the wicks are getting bent. Yeah, because I think and all that.
Like you said earlier, there are different types of wicks as well.
Yes, there are the wood wicks, and there are the rope wicks as well.
Okay, so which one is best if one is buying?
No, both are actually really nice. Okay. Both of them are good.
But they're usually waxed wicks, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
They're all waxed, as even these are waxed.
Yes, I see. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Both of them are good. Everything just is preference, basically. You know.
Because I actually have a one in the house where the wicks are all inside.
And that's your fault. Trust me.
What did I do wrong?
Exactly. Because I've studied candles. That's your fault.
What did I do wrong?
Your firstborn in every candle should be nothing less than 1 hour.
Okay, so timing is of importance.
Every candle.
It's not just buying the candle and saying, okay, let's go.
Every candle. You see the way, you know, we say candles are, you know, when you burn a candle, it reminds you of a particular memory. Yes. Or, you know, an ambience or something. Candles themselves have their own memory.
Wow.
Yes, they have their memory. So your firstborn should be nothing less than an hour. So that, because the candle has recorded that it's been burnt for an hour.
Oh.
Do you understand? So anytime you burn less than an hour, that's fine. But once you burn maybe 30 minutes, you just notice it starts, you know, your week starts mushrooming and all.
Yes.
It's your fault. It's not the candle's fault. It's your fault. It's
Now
your
we
fault.
know that.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And then,
sorry to cut you short.
it's
And
okay.
then it's very good to trim your wicks as well. After every burn, your light get cold and all that and settle. Before you burn again, just trim your wicks a little bit. You see the black,
yes.
you know, mouth and all. Just
Yes.
trim it with the scissors and that's it. And pour it out. Keep it back and continue your
I'm looking
burn.
at you like,
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad we have this program today.
Yeah.
Now, where can I place my diffusers? Let's talk about safety now.
Okay.
People are scared of having candles sometimes
At
because
home.
of the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where can I place my diffusers? It will hurt if I have this kind of diffuser and a child just goes in.
Spills it. Yeah. Yes.
My diffuser.
Yeah.
And then
Those are the reeds.
the reeds.
Yes, the reeds.
So where can I place my diffusers? Where can I place my candles, my potpourri?
Okay.
Knowing that I have children at home.
Okay, let's play this scenario. You have kids at home under 5.
Yes.
First of all, you shouldn't have a potpourri, except you want to hang
Okay.
it somewhere on the wall. If you have like wall brackets somewhere, and then you just want it. If not, I would advise you not to play with potpourris.
Good.
Because the
Okay.
kids will mess with it. Therefore, candles. You know, every candle has stoppers under. You notice some 3 flat things underneath? They're called stoppers.
Yes.
So how would you burn your candle? If I may ask you, how do you turn them off when you want to turn off your candle? Let's assume it's lit. How do you turn off? No, you shouldn't do that. See,
Well, you just cover
just
it.
cover it. There's no
Okay.
air. Once there's no air, it goes off.
I hope I'm not alone on this.
You're definitely not. Once you cover it, it's easy. You know, you just cover it and turn it off. So if you have, so if you have kids at
goodness.
home, I would say you burn candles when they're in school, so it's safe for everybody, you know. Then turn off just before they come back and hide them somewhere in some shelf or something. But you will have your diffusers there. Your diffusers can be on, normally I'll make an arrangement on the table with potpourri, diffusers and all, but when you have kids, you just play with heights.
Yes.
Yes, you play with heights. Probably put them on the air conditioner, or if you have like wall, you know, decorative wall stands and all, you just play with heights when you're dealing with kids.
Interesting.
Yes, because they're very attractive. So once they see, you know, and they smell really nice, they might just want to come, and then it hurts them and all.
Exactly, and some may want to put
Yes,
in their
yes.
mouth.
So don't play with them
Okay.
when they're around.
You're still on to Beauty Diaries. It's time to go to the creative room. We'll be back shortly.
Beauty Diaries.
I put my hand in the air one time for all of my African women. I'm singing la 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 to all of my African women. You're beautiful. 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 When you see I'm the waka, it be like say na angel they pass. She no get wahala. She know say she be very high class. She no need the makeup. It's a natural something. You are beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful. I put my hand in the air one time for all of my African women. I'm singing la 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 to all of my African women. You're beautiful. 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 You're beautiful.
You're welcome back. So far, we've learned a lot about diffusers, the reeds, where to place them in your homes, the candles, where to place them, the safety precautions you need to take. Sorry, don't mind me. I love candles. You know, home, the sprays. It's really been quite informative. If you're just joining us, we have Ijeoma Ozurumba. She is a fragrance chemist, and we've been talking about scents. Now, in Nigeria, a lot of people are going into business, scent business, perfume business. So if you go on the social media platforms, you have a lot of people selling perfume oils, selling candles. It's so interesting that a lot of people now are creating businesses for themselves and making sure that people buy from them. What's your take on the making of candles and scents in Nigeria, since you're also in the business?
I started off just buying products from the US, the UK, Istanbul, you know, just everywhere around Dubai, buying stuff and then selling just out of passion, because everything people see in my home, they want it, like scent related. So I just felt, okay, why don't I make this my paycheck as well? So I started importing and then selling. Eventually down the line, I started learning how to make, because I just love fragrance, like any form of fragrance, be it body, home, whatever. I just love fragrance. So 2 years down the line, I started learning how to. I didn't just bring and sell and all. So I've made my, you know, first attempt at candles and all. They all turned out nice and all. Eventually, in years to come, I intend to make mine as well. Like make mine. I will still stock up, you know, brands and all, but I'll have 50-50. My brand 50 and other brands 50. So that, you know, I'm also encouraging, because I've had people come up to me and ask if I can retail to them so they can also create a business out of it and all. But at this point, I can't be a retail, because I buy on retail as well. So when I start making mine, I'm going to be creating jobs for, you know, a whole downline of people as well, because I'll make in Nigeria. I also, you know, even teach people how to make if they're interested. Yes, eventually, in the long run, those are my plans.
That's good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, most of the raw materials for these things are not in Nigeria.
Yes.
So is that why they're expensive?
Yes. Yes, because you have to import them, ship and all. Shea butter is actually used for candle making as well. They have a particular, you can actually use, you can actually use shea butter, but you mix it with paraffin wax, you know, and then make candles. And also we can get shea butter here, but the paraffin you have to import, you know. So we actually have a few things that we can try, you know, from our own raw materials here, but you definitely still need to import a couple. Yes, and then packaging as well, depending on what you want. Packaging, I mean, like the bottles, you know, production of bottles, buying them and all that. So
because there's some you actually see and you wonder, oh my goodness, is this made in Nigeria?
Exactly. A lot of beautiful products are made in Nigeria. A whole lot. I've seen a couple, that are made in Nigeria, from bottles to the fragrance themselves, the candles and all.
And the business is moving on so fast that some people that do not have the sense of smell, you know, like have homes, just invite you to come in and, you know, put it all for them. Yes. So there's, you know...
Yes. We're getting there. Like, scent used to be just for the rich, but that was like years ago, you know. Right now, there's scents for every level. Whatever level you find yourself in, there's a scent for you. There's a range of fragrance for you. So it's not just for, you know... Some people feel that scents, candles are luxury, blah blah blah. You know, it has to do with class and all. No, they have scents for every level.
Now we know.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm glad we've been able to talk about scents.
Thank
you so much, Ijeoma Ozurumba.
Thank you.
The program continues online. Follow us on our various social media platforms. The information is on the screen. And if you have questions for Ijeoma, please send an email and we'll direct to you, okay? Thank you so much for being part of Beauty Diaries today. My name is Namure Ijeoma. See you same time next week. On behalf of the crew, remain beautiful inside and outside. Bye-bye.